Are we live? Yes.
Let me check it.
Okay, I think it looks
Yeah,
like we are
we
live.
are live.
Yeah, okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to our live training section with MindPal team. Today's section, we will talk about how to use tools for your AI agents on MindPal to bring extra capabilities. This include bringing external data sources to your AI agents, as well as performing actions across different tools. Tools have been one of the advanced topics of MyPal. So we would like to give a dedicated section on this topic, and we would show you how to actually use tools for AI agents. How not just the pre-built tools we have provide to you all by default, but also how to bring custom tools to your AI agents, connect your AI agents to any third-party apps that you like to use. At the same time, we will also talk about a couple of interesting use cases of using tools for a single AI agent, as well as for a multi-agent workflow on MyPal. Joining me today is Tuấn, my co-founder. So would you like to share a word about, maybe share a little bit about why we view this feature tools in the first place before we get into the main section?
So, the core engine behind the AI agent is a large language model, but the large language model is that the limitation is that it only can produce text or images or videos output. So basically, it's a kind of software that you can put into some prompt and output something in text or in images, some case, and videos for you. But fundamentally, most of the large language model can only process text and image and return the text for you. So it will not have the capability to understand the business context as well as get real-time data about the market or some news happen today, or it cannot query your database to see what is inside your system, or it cannot get today weather to know stuff. So tool is the way that we can connect the large language model with some external API so that the large language model is to have the context about the outside world that is supposed to know, and by that way the agent can provide much better response for use and unlock a lot of use case, and not only pulling the data, pulling the context from the external API or tool. It can also perform some action. For example, it can put the app data rows in your spreadsheet, or it can append something even in some very advanced case. For example, a customer support agent, it can also uh, do some very advanced operation like it can process a refund for a customer, or it can query the database to see what happened inside the product with the customer query. So they are technically and theoretically feasible with the tool. Although some of the things I mentioned may not be very reliably achievable with the current state of the large language model, that but that I think that is the idea why the tool is such an important feature for their agent.
Yeah, I agree. And in reality, AI agents, all the AI models nowadays are getting better and better at using tools every day, right? So I think it's now it's not too late yet for you to get a little bit understanding of what tools are, how they work, and how to start bringing tools to your AI agents. So why don't we just jump right into the main section of this live training, which is to show you what tools are and how to view and use these tools inside MindPal. And then we will conclude today's webinar with a quick Q&A section with us. So if you guys have any questions along the way or any questions about tools, please feel free to put it in the live chat on YouTube, and Tuấn and I will be monitoring them and make sure to answer all of the questions during today's webinar. So now, without further ado, let me share my screen here. Tuấn, can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I see your screen.
Yeah. So to set the stage, before I jump right into tools, I think it would be nice to have a quick walkthrough of the settings of an AI agent on MindPal first, so that even the new guys to MindPal can understand. And then we can go into the more advanced topic, which is tools. So this is essentially how an AI agent on MindPal is constructed. You can give it a background, so it's essentially the job to be done or the job description of this AI agent. Then you can specify any requirements or any expectations you have for the output format of this AI agent. You can put it here. Then you can teach this AI agent any business context or any data that isn't publicly available and is unique to your business here. You can upload any websites, any documents, videos, audios, etc., and connect them into your AI agent, and they will have access to this knowledge whenever they do the task for you. And then we have the output settings. This is where you can further customize the output, including the language of AI agent, as well as the brand voice. So the brand voice is very, very important when it comes to content generation tasks, such as maybe such as writing social media content, video script, or newsletter. So make sure you connect your AI agent to the corresponding brand voice so that it can provide the best possible output for you. For example, if you are building an AI agent for writing newsletter, make sure to connect it to your newsletter style. But for my case here, this is an AI image generator. So it doesn't really have to have access to brand voice. That's why I will keep it blank for now. Then we have the model settings. Model settings is where you can choose the AI model behind your AI agent. We give you access to a wide range of AI models to choose from. This is because there are a lot of different AI models right now on the market. We have models from OpenAI, from Anthropic, Google, and more. And each of these models is strong and is like stronger at specific aspects. Some is better at writing content. Some is better at reasoning. Some is better at processing a large amount of information. We have put all of our tips on which model to choose based on your task in this little tooltip for each AI agent. So you can quickly scan through all of these and select the best model possible for your AI agent. For me, this is an AI image generator, and from my experience, GPT-4o Mini is often good enough. So I'm just going with this model right now. But when it comes to content writing tasks, my favorite model is always Claude 3.5 Sonnet. And when it comes to writing a more structured, specific, and like well-organized, well-formatted document, like a report or an analysis, I often go for O1 or GPT-4o. So the choice is yours for you to make. Max output tokens is where you can define how long you expect the output to be. And for output that is much longer, for example, if you want to transcribe a whole meeting recording that is 40 or 1 hour long, you may want to increase the max output tokens more. For our case now, for this AI agent of mine, I just needed to generate a prompt for the image I want to generate. So it doesn't have to be really long. So I will keep it at the level of 2000 for now. And temperature is essentially the setting where you can define the creativity level for your AI agent. So that's the model settings, and those are the standard settings you can configure for your AI agent on MindPal. But there's another important settings that is tools here. Tools, it's essentially the settings where you can give extra capabilities to your AI agents. Now, by default, all of these AI agents can generate text for you. So they can do a lot of tasks like generate content, do research and report it back for you, do some analysis, do some evaluation, etc. But what if you want the AI agent to do more than that? What if you want the AI agent to also generate an image for you? Or what if you wanted to, let's say, generate a whole video with aiagent for you, or generate audio for you? This is the section where you can bring all of these capabilities to your AI agent. My favorite thing about tools for AI agent is that there isn't really a limit on what kinds of tools you can give to your AI agents, and how many tools a single AI agent can handle. But of course, depending on the job to be done here, you should pick the tools that make sense and that are relevant to the job to be done. We have already provided a bunch of pre-built tools that you can use for your AI agents here. We have tools to execute Python code, which is useful for tasks that involve generating charts or data visualization. We have tools to generate image with Flux, with DALL-E, with Recraft. So you can choose any image generation model that you want. We also have tools to generate audio with the OpenAI text-to-speech. We also have tools to search news and blog articles, or search for photos, stock photos and stock videos. So these are the pre-built tools that you can like easily one click to assign it to your AI agent, and you don't have to do any setup at all. So let me show you an example. In this case, I will give the tool generate image with DALL-E for my AI image generator agent here. And then I think I have already saved it, but just to be sure, let's save it again. And then the simplest way to work with this AI agent is that you can just select it here and ask it to do the task for you. For example, I can ask it to generate an image of a vision of an army of AI agents assisting business owners. For example, I can send this request, and my AI image generator will get to this tab. So it will first analyze my query, and it noticed that my query involves generate an image. And now it searches the tools it have, and it found that it is given the tool of generate image with DALL-E 3. And then to generate the image with DALL-E 3, it will need a prompt for that image generation. So what it does is that it will dynamically generate a prompt for the image generation based on the context of the chat here. and then it will generate the image for me. Okay, so this is the image suggested by OpenAI in the style of futuristic, but of course you can customize the requirement to this AI agent here and be more specific about what kind of style you would like your image to have. So this is essentially, this is the easiest way to work with AI, to work with tools for AI agents on MindPal. Now there is another question that I believe a lot of you are wondering. What if the tools you want to bring to your AI agents are not available yet on MindPal? Because to be frank, there are hundreds or thousands of tools out there that we can use. We have different tools for data sources. We have different tools for generative media like this. We have many other tools for project management and many more. There are so how can you bring these tools to MindPal if they are not available yet in the preview section of MindPal? To do that, I will first show you this dedicated tool page in the assets section on your MindPal workspace. You can go inside, and this is essentially the place that store all of the tools you have in your workspace beyond the pre-built tools that we already provide for you. And this is where you can bring any custom tools from outside into MindPal and give to your AI agents, as long as these tools provide public API. Now, to create a new tool like this, you have two options. One is that you can explore the template section of MindPal here. We have already provided some templates of some tools that are popular on the market, and feel free to request any tool template that you want, and we will test them out and add to MindPal if possible. These templates are still need you to configure a little bit, but it's quite easy because we have already provide the template for you. All you need to do is to provide some input fields here that we have specified. One click to duplicate this tool, and this tool should be ready for you to use. So some of these tools are a little bit niche and a little bit specific. So that's why we don't provide them as default tools on MindPal. But we can provide them as templates like this, and you can provide the settings that are that your own settings and configuration to these tools and start using them for your AI agents, just like the generate image with DALL-E tool that I have shown you before. Another way you can use to create a custom tool is by providing like a sample API request or from the documentation of the tool that provide the API you want to bring inside MindPal. And we will help you to set up that whole tool with AI. So we are introducing this feature so that you don't have to deal with all the details of setting up an AI, API tool on MindPal like this. But I will save this for later. For now, I will show you how to use the tool template on MindPal first, and then I will show you how to create a custom API tool based on the API documentation of a tool later on. So now, how about we try adding the aiagent tool template to our workspace with this tool template. So when you click on this, we will give you some instructions of how to set this tool up and running. Essentially, for this aiagent tool, you will need your aiagent API key. You can get it here. You will need your AI avatar ID here because you may prefer a different AI avatar, and you may even have your own AI avatar that you want to use to generate AI avatar video. So you can get your AI avatar ID and AI voice ID here with the links we already attached here. And then this is the aiagent create avatar video API reference in case you want to take a look at. So we can actually take a quick look at this to see how it works. Tuấn, can you see my aiagent documentation screen? Yeah. So essentially, as you can see here, aiagent API actually provide you with some many cool features here. You can, of course, create avatar video. This is the example we will look at today. But besides that, you can actually translate video here or use generate photo avatar photos or generate I think there is even a feature for you to generate a talking photo, so you turn a photo into a talking video. But anyway, for today's section, let's focus on this create avatar video, which is probably the most used feature of aiagent right now. Don't be worried if this looks too technical for you. You actually don't have to remember or be able to understand all of this. What you need to do is just read this to understand what's possible and how essentially how the process works, what kind of data MindPal agent need to send of a agent to trigger this create AI avatar video function, and what kind of results aiagent would give back to MindPal. That's all you need to understand here. And you can do a quick research at this, and essentially, as you can see here, what we would need is that we would need some caption. This is optional, so we don't have to provide it. We need a title. All of this is optional, but the most important thing is that we need video inputs. So a list of video input settings, including your AI avatar ID and AI voice ID, as well as the dimension of the output video. So whether it's square, whether it's landscape, whether it's portrait. So, and then what aiagent gives back is that so this is a bunch of other settings that you can configure, but you don't have to care about that for now. Like these are all advanced settings that you may want to take a look at to see how further you can customize the output. But in return, aiagent will give back the video ID to MindPal, and you can watch the video with that video ID inside your aiagent account. Now, so that's just to show you a quick understanding of how this create avatar video API work on aiagent side. And what you can do here is that you can you just provide all of the settings requested here, your API key. I would just provide some sample input here, like avatar voice, but in reality, you need to replace these with the actual values that you get from your aiagent account. And this is how the aiagent tool on MindPal work. And all of this is inferred from the aiagent API reference that we have just taken a look at. And essentially, this for this custom API tool, we need to define a unique name so that the AI agent can identify and differentiate this tool with other tools that you may provide it. And we need to give it a description for AI. So this is a description about when to use the tool so that the AI can decide properly and accurately. This is the API endpoint from aiagent that aiagent provided on their API reference. You can put it here, and you can provide the method here is post, also provided by aiagent too. And you can provide your API key for aiagent here. So to authenticate your aiagent request, so aiagent know that you are a paying customer, and they would allow your AI agent to generate the video on behalf of you. And this is the most important part. This part is when the AI will generate the custom input based on the chat context so that aiagent will generate the right video for you. So let's take a closer look into this. This content has three main items here. One is video inputs, and this is an array of input text scripts, and in that follow this schema. So this schema here, it may look quite hard to understand for if you are not familiar with technical part, but don't worry. You actually you don't have to care about this a lot. This is the part where I just copy paste from the API reference from aiagent. You can just put you can just describe to your AI agent about this value in plain text like this. Like I just told it that, okay, this is an array of input text scripts. You must follow the schema like this. So this schema is that you need to provide this exact avatar ID so that aiagent will use the correct avatar to generate the video for me. You must use this correct voice ID so that it uses the correct voice. And this is the script part. And this is essentially the script, the text that we would send to aiagent. So aiagent can generate the video for us. And I just give it a quick instruction. That is, if you need to change the script parts accordingly and keep everything else intact. So what I want to emphasize here is that I want to emphasize that all the voice ID or the avatar ID, you need to keep all of those the same as I provide you. Don't change anything on that part, but the scripts part is where you should change, because for whenever I use this AI agent on MindPal, I would need to generate a different video. It's not the same video. It's not the same script. Your job is to understand what kind of video I want to generate and what is the script for that video, and you need to send that script to aiagent. And then dimension is another required input by aiagent, and I put it default value like this. And if you notice here, there is a difference for the video inputs. The value column here, I turn on this determined by AI, but for the dimension, I didn't turn this on. This is because the dimension is a fixed value. Every time I use this tool, I just want to generate a video of this width and this height. My preference don't change. But the video inputs would change because the context of the chat will differ from one day to another. So that's why I let the AI to determine the video inputs, but I will be the one to determine the dimension, and the AI don't have to change this. Title is the title of the save video, and this will be determined by AI based on the chat context as well. So yeah, that's a quick walkthrough of how this aiagent tool work on MindPal, and it also applies to all the other tools, all the other custom tools on MindPal. Now, let me go back here actually I would need to highlight change this to a little bit to demo so that um I can differentiate it between my official aiagent tool here. So this tool we have just created is just for demo because I haven't given it the correct API key, the correct voice ID, and the correct avatar ID. But for this official aiagent video generator that I have been using, it's using the correct API key and the correct avatar ID and voice ID of mine. So it is guaranteed to give me the correct result. Now, I think we can try running an AI agent that uses this generate AI avatar video with aiagent. So we can see how actually the AI agent uses this tool in reality. But to make things more interesting, I will use this tool inside a multi-agent workflow on MindPal, not just a single AI agent, because a single AI agent is quite straightforward, right? So let me go to my workflow, and I have prepared this research-based newsletter generator and YouTube video producer here that will use all the two tools that we have talked about so far. This AI workflow would take a topic given by us. It will research about that topic with Perplexity. Then it will write an email newsletter issue based on the research of Perplexity, and it will mimic my writing style for the newsletter issue too. And then I will have the AI image generator that I have shown you previously to generate an image to go along with this newsletter. And then I will have aiagent to generate a video with that script. And we will see how this is an interesting AI workflow where we can see like different AI models here, like AI model from Perplexity, AI model from Claude 3.5 Sonnet that will write the newsletter issue here. And we will see two different tools interact with each other. One is image generator and one is video generator. So let me share, let me run this AI workflow and we'll see. Let's say we will, I think the topic could be DeepSeek. Is that okay? It's been quite trending right now in the AI community, and it's essentially a new AI model that is set to be on the same level with Claude 3.5 Sonnet. So we can maybe we can ask this AI workflow to write a newsletter about this topic. Let me start this. So this AI workflow would start with researching about the newsletter topic with Perplexity. And then this is my AI newsletter writer writing a newsletter issue about DeepSeek based on the research previously from Perplexity. And then this newsletter illustrator would use DALL-E 3 to generate an image to demonstrate the newsletter issue here, but with the style that I want, which is kind of like futuristic style. And then we have, okay, yeah, actually, this step is not needed in reality. In reality, you can just remove this final YouTube video script because the AI avatar video generator can totally learn from the content of the newsletter here, and it will automatically extract the script for the YouTube video for you. But because due to the time limit of this webinar, I would need to change the YouTube video script a little bit. I think I would just use like 2 sentences or something like that. Like DeepSeek, like I would just take the first part of this newsletter because so that HeyGen will finish generating this video within the time of this webinar. Otherwise, HeyGen may take like dozens of minutes, I think, to generate the full video. So let me just go with this small script right now. In reality, you can just put the whole full script and you send it to HeyGen to generate the video for you. And you can go do something else. And when HeyGen finishes that video, they will send an email for you to notify. Okay, so now our HeyGen AI avatar video generator has created an AI avatar video based on this script. And this is the link that we can use to view the video. Let me click onto this and it's redirecting me to HeyGen. So as you can see here, this video is created on Jan 10, 12:36 a.m., which is the time in my place right now. So that is the exact video that we have just generated just now with HeyGen. And as you can see, this is a script. This script is also coming from MindPal Tools. And so this is HeyGen is processing this video. I think it often takes like 2 or 3 minutes for a video this long. So we can you can do something else and come back later when the result is available. Yeah, I think we have covered pretty much the main content of this webinar. One final thing that I would like to share with you before we go on to the Q&A section is how you can create a custom tool just like this on MindPal on your own. Let me go back to the tool section here, and I will show you. So far, I have shown you how to use a pre-built tool on MindPal. I have shown you how to duplicate a tool template into your own workspace. Now I will show you how you can create a custom API tool from scratch. For demonstration, I think I'm gonna use Exa, right? As an example. So Exa is essentially a tool for you to get online search results. And it's quite like similar to some other online search tools such as SERP API, etc. But they have quite many interesting features that are tailored to LLMs, to AI. So I think you can check them out. But essentially, let's say if you want your AI agent to have access to Exa, like you want your AI agent to do research with Exa. So that means your AI agent will call Exa to do an online web search with Exa, and then Exa will return results to your AI agents, and that will become the research of your AI agent. In reality, you may want to connect to many other data sources outside of MindPal, similar to Exa. For example, I have seen people using specialized data sources for their niche. Like for example, some people would want to connect to data about real estate. Some people would want to connect data of like 3D models on the market. Some people would want to connect data to maybe like art or something like that, or news and articles or research papers. If you have, or even many people I have seen also use want to connect to tools that allow you to scrape the content of social media feeds. And so if there's any external data source like that you want to connect to MindPal, and yet it's not available as a tool template or a pre-built tool yet, here's how you can do it. So what you can do is that you can go to their API documentation or API reference and try to look for the feature that you want to use. So for example, in this case, the feature I want to use is I want Alexa to perform online search for me and return the results to my AI agent. So I will go to this search section of theirs, and on the right hand side, I can see an example API request for this search feature, which essentially you can provide a query that you want to search the online about, and then it will return the results about that query for you. Now, this is an example API they have already prepared for us, and actually all of the AI API references on the market, they all have sample API requests like this. So you can just look for this section. You can just copy this sample API request here, go back to MindPal, paste the sample API request here, and maybe specialize the purpose of this API a little bit, like do web search, something like that, and generate with AI. And what MindPal does is that it will help you to set up the whole a custom API tool based on that sample API request for you. So let me create this custom API tool. And as you can see, everything is already ready for you to use. This web search API would search the web, and these are the headers extracted from the sample request that I just copied from Exa, and this is the body. So the body contains the like the specifics of that request. Actually, I think we would need to customize this a little bit. So for the query, the query is not a fixed value. We may want to use different queries based on the different chats. So what we want to do is turn this on. So this query should be flexibly and dynamically determined by AI, not a predefined value. And type is the type of search to perform. And on Exa, you can use keyword search or some other search types that they provide on their platform. You can check their product for more information. And then we can save this API tool, and we will have this web search API that we can start using for our AI agents and workflows. So for example, for the newsletter creation workflow that I have shown you previously, in the first step, the first research step, instead of using Perplexity to search, I may want to use Exa instead. So what I need to do is that I can just connect this tool to the AI agent on MindPal that is responsible for doing research, and then the AI agent will use Exa instead of Perplexity to get the search results for me. So yeah, that's how you can create a custom tool on MindPal using the API of any third-party app that you want to bring to MindPal. I think I have shared all of the the most important aspects when it comes to working with tools and AI agent, multi-agent workflows on MindPal. So is there any question for us from the audience? Tuấn?
I think before we start the Q&A, you can show the agent video. I think it should be done now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay, it's here. Let me reload this. Okay, so yeah, here you go. This is the Hey Jen video. Can you guys hear the content of the audio?
No.
Okay, let me share this again. I think I would need to. Okay, I haven't shared sound. Let me click on the share sound here. Share again.
Hope your 2025 is off to a fantastic start. Today, we're diving into something that's making waves in the AI community, DeepSeek V3.
Yeah, that's it. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. This video is using my own AI avatar and AI voice. And that's because I have specified the ID of my avatar and my voice from HeyGen for this tool.
Okay, I think now we can start the Q&A sections. We have
Okay.
some question on YouTube right now, and we have a lot of question on the form that people fill in when they sign up for the event. So I am seeing some pattern here, and since we are having limited time, so we cannot answer all the questions. But we will try to be as much comprehensive as possible. So there's a question on YouTube about Sora model for OpenAI. I think the question is about can we add Sora as an API to MindPal? And I think it's an easy question. The answer is yes. As well as I will check after the webinar to see if OpenAI release the Sora API set, and it will work the same way with HeyGen. The API will not be the same. I guess OpenAI Sora should be much simpler to use, but it will work in the same principle. You will have some transcript from the agent, and this will request OpenAI API to build the video for you. And there are a lot of questions in our form, and also a question on YouTube here about how we can generate lead generation agent on workflow and chatbot, and especially how we can integrate with some of the component of lead generation, like we can show them a booking link or asking them for an email so we can get their contact information easier, or we can like direct them to book a meeting.
I think you can also answer that question.
Yeah, so about the topic of lead generation in Zero, we have a very detailed and I think not just one, several video on our YouTube channel about the topic lead generation. You can go into our YouTube YouTube channel and search lead generation keyword, and you could see a bunch of video on that topic. But I will explain it briefly here that there are many ways for you to build lead generation tool using MindPal. Depend on the way you want to capture the contact or the prospect. In the most simple way, you can leverage some of the built-in feature in MindPal. For example, in a chatbot, we will store all the chatbot history in the chatbot conversation. So you can use that as a database too, and you can prompt the agent to always asking the customer about the information before answer them the question. That is the most the dumbest way, but also the most easy way, the easiest way to for lead generation. A more advanced way is that in our chatbot setting, there is a feature called collect user information. You will see it in the chatbot setting, and in that section, you will see you can set up to collect their information about their name and their contact or their phone number. And for example, if you already using MindPal, you may familiar with our customer support chatbot, and you may notice that every time you open our customer support chatbot, it will pop up a form for you to fill in the email. So we will know who you are, so we can support you better in case the customer support chatbot cannot provide you useful answer. That is the way in the chatbot. In the workflow is even maybe even more useful when people you will publish the workflow as a form, and in the form you will have multiple input. You will put into you require the customer or the audience to type into before they can proceed the workflow, and you can always add a few about email and a few about the name or the phone number, and you can even add those information in the middle of the workflow, so they will fill in those information before they can see the answer or see the result for what they want. That is the most basic way for lead generation. The more advanced way we have been using is that, for example, if the way you capture lead is using a calendar or a booking platform, for example, Calendly or can.com, you can in the prompt of the chatbot or the agent, you can prompt that after the customer provides you the information, show them the meeting links, and the chatbot will then showing the link for them to book the meeting. And for example, if you go to our customer support chatbot and you ask the customer support how to get a demo from MindPal, it will show you the link to the demo with our team. For example, even more advanced way I have seen people using is that they want to sync the data from the lead generation on the chatbot or workflow with the CRM. For example, go high level or any kind of CRM via the CRM itself or via an automation platform like Make first. So in that way, in the chatbot, in the section to collect information, we have the webhook for use to send the data to the automation platform or to the CRM, and also the same thing for the workflow. It has a push and webhook too. That is a very long and detailed topic, but if you search the keyword webhook on our YouTube channel, you will see a bunch of video about that topic too. And I hope it is a comprehensive enough answer to the question.
Yes, that was a very comprehensive answer. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think we can have time for two or three more questions.
Yeah. We have a question about could we build a tool to research business in a particular industry and find email address for people in that business?
So you mean like a tool to research about a possible lead or account? Like, we give a website or something like that. It can research about the information of that company as well as the email addresses of the people.
Yeah. So the quick answer is yes. As well as you can find any kind of API that support we to find the prospect business and their contact information. Personally, I I know there are a lot of API for that purpose. There are the API from People Data Lab, the API from apollo.io, and more. Maybe we will try to make some API template for those API. There are many types of API to find prospect in when we deal with B2B customer, and the API to find their contact information. Yeah, I think we can move on to the next question. There are a lot of questions in our in the form, not on the YouTube, but the theme is that how can we build a system to connect MindPal agent with the social media and how to posting the content into it?
Right now, what you can do is that you can generate the content with your AI agents on MindPal, and then you can send those content to a cross-app integration like make.com or Zapier, and we will send all of the content to these platforms, and they can take it to send to the right social media platform for you.
Yeah. And in case you want to know in detail how to do that, we have a video on our YouTube channel about how to connect MindPal with Make. And in that video, we set up a system to manage the content in a spreadsheet on Google Sheet, and then connect it to produce content on MindPal multi-agent workflow, and then produce and then publish those content into different social media channel as well. We also have a video on how to build a content system using MindPal that you may also be interested. And maybe the topic for the next webinar could be about this topic too, because internally in our team, we have been seeing some success with our content system, leveraging MindPal with Make and the auto publishing feature to produce content across many platforms.
Yeah, that's a great idea for our next live webinar like this.
Yeah, I am seeing some more question in our form. There are several questions related to the topic of monetization of the chatbot and workflow. The zero idea here, let me summarize. So I think the main theme of the question here is that how can we set up the chatbot and workflow in MindPal so we can sell it to our customer. There are some people want to sell the customer by allowing to use the workflow. Some of them want to sell in the way that allows the customer to access several types of workflow in a workspace. Could you answer that question, Tom?
Yeah, of course. That's a very good question because we have also starting to see more and more people finding success with monetizing their AI agents and multi-agent workflows on MindPal. Essentially, we have seen two main ways people have been doing this. One is by like publishing the AI agent and multi-agent workflows on MindPal publicly, and then embed those AI agents and workflows on their own website. Because we have a built-in feature for you to quickly get an embed code that you can paste on your website, and the MindPal AI agents and multi-agent workflows will actually stay on your website, and you can then invite your audience or your clients to start using those agents and workflows, and you can charge them in two ways. One is you can charge them separately, but the other way is that for the multi-agent workflow feature, we actually have a payment step that you can add to your AI workflow that it will charge the user per use, like a one-time fee per use. So you can put that payment step anywhere in the AI workflow, maybe at the first, like the first step, or maybe in the middle. And the user is required to finish the payment before the AI workflow finish all of the results for them. So that's one way. Another way people have been doing this is by inviting, creating a dedicated team workspace for their clients on MindPal and inviting the client onto their MindPal workspace. On MindPal, you can actually create as many team workspace as you want, and you can have like one workspace for all clients, or one workspace for each client. That depends on you. That's up to you to decide what makes the most sense for your business. But on the interesting thing about the team workspace feature on MindPal is that you can actually limit the access and usage of the members. So, for example, you can add the clients to your team workspace, and they can only run the AI agents and workflows. They cannot see the underlying setup or edit them. Or if you want them to have edit access, you can give them edit access as well. You can also control like what exact agents and workflows this client should have access to in the team workspace. The team workspace is inside MindPal, so we provide you more control over the permission and usage of the members within your team workspace. And another feature that makes inviting clients to your team workspace on MindPal quite suitable is that we actually have a feature for you to customize the interface of your team workspace on MindPal. So if you are a paid team workspace, you can actually remove our logo and name out of the team workspace. You can add your own logo, your own name, and you can also select a different theme color too. So the theme color of MindPal is purple, as you know. But if your brand colors is green or red or orange or yellow, you can totally choose these colors as the theme color for your workspace, and your workspace will be like fully colored in that specific color that you have chosen. So that would make you be able to customize the look and feel of the team workspace on MindPal better. Anything else to add, Tuấn?
I think there's no other question left on YouTube, and on the form, I think we have covered quite comprehensive the question here. There are a lot of questions here, but they fall into some of the things that I just summarized today.
Yeah. Thank you so much for those questions. And thank you so much for joining me today in this live section. Thank you so much everyone here who have signed up to our live training and who have shown up today to learn about this very exciting feature of MindPal. I think before we end the webinar, I would like to ask Tuấn to share a little bit about what to expect next for the tools feature on MindPal. So to give you guys like a quick overview of what we are thinking right now and how will the tools feature evolve in the future.
So I think in 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 principle, large language model is a kind of like I said before, like a kind of software that can accept some kind of text or image and generate some kind of text and image or videos and based on the model, and it cannot have the capability to connect with external API information or perform any kind of action that actually be useful for us, like send the email for us or create the video on aiagent for us, like you showed before. But the next level of the tool is that what if one agent it can use many tools in a single call. So, for example, in some case, in practice, we will have some scenario when we have multiple steps before we can get the final result, and how we can use the agent should be smart enough to know to leverage multiple tools. For example, in the step that you show the workflow to generate the aiagent video, for example, how about in the future, we allow one agent to access to both the generate text-to-speech, generate the audio, and then generate the thumbnail of the video and generate the video on aiagent, and then it's auto-publish that video on YouTube and in a single run, for example. And that is the kind of things we really looking for and excited for the future when the large language model can be smart enough and capable to do that. And another thing is that we are in the progress to release the new workflow builder in the next month. We will sending out some of the beta invitation to test this new feature with people who sign up in the waitlist today or tomorrow. It's pretty late in my time right now, but we will have a beta test period about a few weeks before we can before we refine we fixing some of the problem in the app, and we really make it seamless before we launch that feature on the next month, maybe in the end of next month. I cannot promise we can do it fast because it is a pretty important and very critical to upgrade all the MindPal to be a pretty much faster, pretty smooth, and more playable. But as I and Tom, we have been doing some demo of the new workflow with some of our friends and our investor. Everyone was excited. Everyone is excited about it, and it's a ton of new capability when you can connect agent in a lot of mechanisms. And imagine it can use tool effectively. For example, one of the things that I always feel agent cannot do pretty well is, for example, some of the tasks pretty complicated when human doing research to do something. For example, you do research to write a newsletter. You actually never do it in a linear process. You will doing back and forth with you research something, you write something, but you realize it's missed something, and you do research again something, and research again. You have some insight, you write again, and you research again, and you do it again and again before you can actually get the perfect output for you. And let me just a sneak peek. The new version of MindPal will let you do it, and it will be playable now.
Yeah, I promise to you guys, this version is our biggest update ever so far. Like this is for this new version of MindPal, it's not just a new UX improvement, UI improvement, or a new feature. inside MindPal. It's a fundamental upgrade of the entire MindPal system to enable more advanced ways to between human and AI, like how we work with AI in the now and in the near future. So we are very excited for it. There's still some work for us to do before we make it generally available, but stay tuned, and we will and once it's released, we will make sure to have another live training, live demo, live webinar like this to show you around and share with you all the new and advanced use cases that it has just unlocked. So get ready and start getting to learn more about AI agents and multi-agent workflows right now, because soon everything will got much more advanced. So it's a good time for you to get like a head start and get familiar with everything before we upgrade the MindPal system, and you get to do even more powerful things with MindPal. Yeah, I think that concludes today's live training. Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around. I hope that you have found today's webinar useful. And if you have further questions or need further support, feel free to contact us via support@mindpal.io. Thank you so much for joining, and we will see you again in another live webinar like this. Goodbye, and Happy New Year to you all too. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.